Alright guys, welcome to our second video. We're headed up to see Wang Od, the oldest tattoo artist
in the world.
Yeah. And this is something that's been on my bucket list ever since I've been coming to the Philippines. I've been here 3 times previous and finally made it. That being said, you'd think I would have planned and researched a bit more on how to get there. But I didn't, so it's a little messy the way that we got there.
Long journey.
Yeah, we thought we could show up from bus station to bus station, just hop on and go. That wasn't the case. We kind of had to wander around. This is where
Ask a lot of people.
Ask a lot of people.
Almost get lost.
Good thing she speaks the language.
Yeah, and I asked a lot.
It helped out a lot. So here we go. Here's the video. On our way to see Wang Od. We're at the bus station, trying to figure out which bus to take here. We got going a little bit late, but Anne's working her magic out there, trying to figure out where we're going. Here with Jedi, he's the one that helped us find the right bus. I mean, there's so many buses and trying to find our way around. Just wanted to give him a shout out.
Shout out.
It's funny when you're recording yourself and doing things on the go, how many people are interested in what you're doing. I had a few guys along the way ask if we're doing a blog.
Shout out.
Yeah. Well, ask for a shout out, but ask also if we're doing a blog. And of course it's like, yes, but we just got started, so we only have like 30 subscribers. Thank you guys to those who subscribed from the first video
For following us.
but yeah, it's always fun for people that want to be on the video, especially here in the Philippines. Getting some last minute snacks before we head on to the bus. But the bus stop's got all the...
Yes, sir.
Following this guy, he says he knows about a bus to go up to Buscalan. There's just a lot of confusion if we can even make it there tonight.
This one, sir.
Alright, that guy was trying to help us out, also trying to convince us to take his private van, a bit overpriced. I think he said like 27,000.
Yeah, 27,000.
27,000 pesos, which was a lot more, but he was going to stay with us for the 2 days. I mean, whatever, it depends on what your budget is. You know, after doing all the travels, I almost start to feel like it's worth it, because the longest trip, obviously you see the bus that we just took, it was empty and it was an immaculate bus. It was so nice. And that trip from Angeles to Baguio was only 3 hours. And it went seamless, smooth. We showed up at the bus station and then we were trying to find another bus from there to Bontoc. And everyone was saying, oh, there's no bus to Bontoc, there's no bus to Bontoc. Well, we ended up finding out that there actually is a bus to Bontoc, because we took it back from Bontoc to Baguio by Rising Sun. I'll try to list all the information and prices of everything throughout the video so you guys see.
It's an SUV.
Yeah, but so now after we declined that guy's offer, Anne asked around and found out that there's another van station in the
Center Mall beside it. You can find a van.
Right, so we're walking there and trying to find that station. Finally found the place to get a van to go to Bontoc, which is the next stop, a 4 or 5 hour ride. Found it in here. Where we go?
This one. Chocolated.
quick stop, go to the bathroom, about 3 hours, and got like 2 more hours to go. We're here in this, so foggy out, you can't see anything, and the roads are super windy. It's crazy, but just happy to get out and stretch. After about 6 hours, we finally made it to Bontoc. It's not that it's very far, it's just that there's no highway, and you're going through the mountains, and the roads are like
Super crazy.
just like very curvy, and they're cliffhangers. Like literally, like if the landslide, whatever,
It's gonna be so dangerous.
yeah,
And you can't really sleep in the ride because
it's too bumpy and
Yeah.
too windy, so you're like constantly back and forth.
yeah.
And yeah, so it was a really difficult ride in the van, and plus they packed the van, and we're pretty much like sitting on top of each other with the bags. It was horrible, but here we are arriving at the hotel in Bontoc.
After 8 hours, 9 hours of traveling, we're still not in Buscalan.
Nope.
Not yet.
That's what we get for winging it. Just thinking we could hop on one bus to another, but that didn't happen. So we're spending the night in Bontoc.
Yes.
All right. All right. So here's our place for the night. King size bed. Waters, whatever. They said
No air
there's
conditioner, just
no air conditioner, just a fan. They said there's a power interruption at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so we got to get up and get out of here. But that's the shower and the situation. So we just got up. The hotel had an interruption of electricity at 6 a.m. all day, so no electric this morning. So we wanted to get up early anyway and start our trip to see Wang Od.
This is the bus we're going to ride, going to Buscalan.
We caught a bus from
Bontoc.
Bontoc to Buscalan. Was told it take about an hour. We caught it at 9 a.m. And there were stops along the way, and we were pretty comfortable in the back. But then everybody started piling in, and that last clip being basically the girl that sat next to me, like squeezed herself into it. And but it was really cheap, and it was easy. The only tough part really is looking out the window.
The road.
Yes, so
Gave
like
me anxiety.
from Baguio to Bontoc, I thought was cliffhanger, and then this one is even worse. They don't do the buses at night because the roads are so dangerous. Now we're at the convenience store where the bus dropped us off, and we're about to catch a motorbike to go to the top where Buscalan is. This is where the hike starts. Welcome to Buscalan, and we met Anna, our host. Well, just got onto the trail. headed down up, I think, to one of these villages. How's the walk, Ann?
Very nice. It's hot. I thought it's gonna be cold.
We thought it was gonna be cold. It's such a nice day. It's hot. Down through the valley, up a few stairs now. Just a few steps up the mountain, and everyone was out of breath. We met another group of 6 guys. Shout out to them. This was just the beginning of meeting them. I had talked to Brian, one of the guys in the group, because him and I were left back at the convenience store in the beginning because they didn't have enough motorbikes to take us to the top. So him and I got to talking, but this is the first interaction really with the whole group, and they ended up turning around and coming back because we walked past the waterfall, and I think all of us were like
sweating.
Yeah, sweating and wanting to jump in, but we wanted to also go up to the village, so we kept going. And then we stopped to take a breath, and next thing you know, they're coming back down towards them. We're like, we're getting in the waterfall. I'm like, yes, that's a good idea. After a quick dip in the waterfalls, we headed back up the mountain. It took us about 45 minutes because we kept taking breaks, but the locals said they do it in like 15 minutes. We were all pretty tired from the travel beforehand, and then going up the mountains like the cherry on the top. But the first place you get to is the gift shop here, where you can pick something nice, memory, and also the needles for your tattoos. After that, they kind of stage you and get you ready to go up to your homestay. So that's our homestay for the night. The mattress was just foam, and believe it or not, it's more comfortable than most of the beds I've been sleeping in here in the Philippines. She didn't get bit at all. Whenever I travel remotely, the mosquitoes tear me up. They love me. I mean, you can kind of see, like, look, my knuckles. I got probably like 10 or 15 mosquito bites
And I have
overnight.
nothing.
And she slept right next to me. How does that happen? But also the bathroom situation, like coming from an American who's, not used to how they have bathrooms here, that was about as bad as it gets for me. There was just like a hole in the ground, essentially, the CR. And the water, you had to use a bucket, no like toilet
To shower
paper
yourself.
or anything. You just gotta wash your butt with the.
But I'm used to it.
Yeah. So I mean that's the homestay and the living situation, and the entry room that we walked in, that was where we hung out all night, basically waiting to get tattooed, having dinner, and then going down to get tattooed, come back and hang out there. It's just like a waiting room. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, and they offer unlimited rice and unlimited coffee. So
Yeah,
it's really
which
nice.
was really nice. The guys had brought some food with them. We bought some in the store. They do have stores in the village that you can buy stuff. I mean, the first one I got was just a cup of noodles, but
I cook egg for you.
yeah, a cup of noodles and egg. But the guys had brought some chicken and potatoes, and we made like
Adobo, chicken adobo.
chicken
Yeah.
adobo for night.
Thanks to them, we had a nice dinner.
Yeah. After lunch and a shower, we head down to get tattoos. It was our turn. We let the guys go first, so we had more time to decide on what tattoos we were getting and where, and if Anne was actually going to get a tattoo. Once we talked about it and decided she was going to get a tattoo, it was going to be Wang Od's 3 dots, her signature. After traveling so far and potentially maybe never seeing her again, I mean, this is an opportunity of a lifetime, and she decided that she wanted to get it done. Here's the boards with examples of tattoos they'll do with the meanings underneath, so you can figure out what you want.
And Aaron drew a portrait of Apo Wang Od and asked her to sign it. She's more than happy to put her name.
Then it was my turn, and here we go. Sat down and she puts it on pretty quickly. The whole process was maybe 3 minutes. It's super quick. And I was like, traveling all this way, there's no way I'm just getting 3 dots, but after seeing what she was willing to do and where I wanted to put tattoos, I just went with the signature. I didn't know what they were saying, and next thing I know, she's reaching over grabbing me. So that's just one clip of Anne starting to get her tattoo.
My first and last tattoo. I'm not gonna do it anymore.
But the whole time, even before she started tattooing us, she was kind of taking interest in our relationship. At one point, Anne kind of like reached for me to give me a hug, and she stopped and she's like, "Are you guys?
Are you married?
Yeah, are you guys together?" And we were like, "Yeah." And she goes like, with her thing, just make a joke. Everybody laughed.
Teasing us about having a Buscalan baby.
Yeah, so she was
very interested in our relationship.
Very comical. And then now the next video is the end of Anne getting her tattoo and Wang Od wiping it down and basically saying, "This doesn't hurt," and then points to my...
More painful.
Yeah.
Masakit. Talihas na ijot. Talihas na itil na.
That is not painful.
After we were finished getting our tattoos by Wang Od, we went up to our homestay so Daphne could get started on the pattern that I originally wanted, called the Python. All the girls here are trained and mentored by Wang Od. Daphne in particular was 17 and started when she was 9 years old. Afterwards, we went down to get a price and a little critique, and that's what we were doing here. Afterwards, we walked up through the village, a little chicken fight, and then the kids playing. Rents decided to get a tattoo, so Daphne went to work on that.
His third tattoo.
And then we all got hungry. They decided to take a break.
Adobo and rice for dinner.
Yep. And then Daphne was back to work to finish the tattoo on Rents. A quick photo op with Daphne, and then we kind of hung out the rest of the night. Had a few beers, chilling, getting to know each other, and wake up the next morning and had this beautiful fog through the valley. We decided to go on a tour through the village
to see the rice terraces.
After Rice Terraces, we go walking back down into the village to see some things down there. The basketball court, the church, and the school. This walk is like an obstacle course, and it's a cliffhanger, so if you make a misstep, it's bye-bye.
It's very dangerous and scary.
But here's the school and the playground area. And the guys playing basketball. Basketball's everywhere in the Philippines. A few photos with the guys. I wish this was my ride back down the hill, but instead, it's another hike. So that was our trip. Definitely a fun and adventurous journey.
Tiring, but it's really worth it.
Yes. I would do it again, but a different way. We took a van out of Buscalan to Bontoc with the guys. I think that was the only van ride that I actually liked. The rest of them were horrible because it was too tight, too many people in it. I'd suggest taking the bigger bus. If you're gonna do the budget way. And of course, if you have a bigger budget and you're gonna do a private tour, it's a lot more comfortable too.
But it's fun, like commuting also. We met people along the way.
Yeah, sometimes they say it's not about the destination, it's the journey.
Ah.
That was definitely the case here, even though the destination was also amazing.
That's right.
A big shout out to the guys from Cavite. They helped us a lot, made the trip more fun. Rents knew where the bus was in Bontoc to go to Baguio, so we said our goodbyes there, and we're on our way. And that's one of the things I love most about traveling, is the fact that you meet other people with the same interests along the way, and you're kind of like lifelong friends. Because you shared a moment in time that's pretty significant, and
Fun.
We all have the same tattoo basically for life.
For the same day.
Yeah, so I'm sure I'll see those guys again along the way.
Yeah. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.